A nice and cloudy day here in Jacksonville, Florida on December 1st. Well, we're jungling through all of this mess, following the telephone wires to the north throat of this yard that we're hoping in a few hours we'll be on a train to Birmingham. Whoo-wee! Gotta chop through some of this shit to get through. So it's a little bit much, but it's much better than just storming through the place like you own the fucker. They're building what looks like it might end up being our train. So right now it's still getting built, I guess, and then I guess they'll back it up and push it onto that track that way. But this is kind of the environment you got here. It's not a bad little spot to hang out for a little bit. I think this is our train. I think it's backing up to pick up another cut of cars, hopefully. Because all the rides, there's a bunch of rides up there. So hopefully it's going to pick up this rest of these cars on this string and then we're out of here. Well, let's get back to safety. Back in Georgia, about to go around the Okeechobee refuge for the wildlife around here. So go through Waycross and then we should be on our way to Birmingham. Birmingham. Searching station. So last year we got off the train right around here, and we were coming from Nashville, well, really Louisville, and this year, we got off the train just a little bit further that way, coming from Jacksonville. So, it's just one of those things where you take a trip down memory lane real quick. Alabama. Beautiful. Irondale. You can see there's a fucking train going by right now. Fucking just charging up the phone right here. We're getting a mainline train, so we're gonna go a ways down that way to fucking go and grab it, like that way a ways. Hopefully you just stay on until Jackson, and then treat more and then stay on till Sweetwater, I think is the plan. So, just picking up the rest of our camp here. It just kind of laid right about here. Last night you got the main lines right here. So our westbound should pull in up that way, heading that way. And you got beyond all of this here, you got a building yard. You got a little place to sit down and wait. So yeah, it's a little thing. I'd like to kind of get into is maybe just a little bit of ideology of sorts, but the idea of people putting their lives on hold in order to attempt to get ahead of one another in some sort of maybe financial status of sorts. Like maybe if I work harder than the guy next to me, I get to yell at him next instead of somebody yelling at me, which is kind of like a bully mentality. But on top of that, the people who are at the top, who have all the money, who are doing all the yelling and screaming, have always had all the money. They never worked a day in their life for that. They was born that way. What I'm trying to say is, go out and do that thing that you want to do. Whatever it is, go out and fucking do it. Today, not tomorrow, today. Go out and do that shit. Call in sick, do whatever the fuck you want to do. The fuck doesn't matter. You're gonna die soon anyway, the fuck? Here's our train rolling in. Now we just have to find a ride. Quickly. Oh, you can see my breath. But anyways, we made it onto a pretty decent well car. This train has a UP engine, so it's the right train, so we should be out of here shortly. Creeping out. Stay under this thing for a second. Tuscaloosa. These people's houses and shit. Yeah, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. crossing into Mississippi. So the first stop's gonna be Meridian. Fucking hate the bull in that yard. So we're gonna try to stay as low as possible. And then on to Jackson. Well, we're pulling into Jackson. Pearl, a little bit south. So, we should be able to get off where we usually do. Hopefully. Well, we just got off the train here in Jackson, Mississippi. You can see it goes back a little bit. They usually kind of stop here. So I guess the next plan will be, hold on, let me get this in the background. That happened last time we were here. But I guess the plan from here is we're gonna tomorrow get back on this train and catch to Sweetwater. And then after Sweetwater, we're gonna catch to Yuma, and then Yuma to Southern California, and that'll be it for this trip until the weather warms up everywhere else in the country.